Hi, I'm Pat Baer. This is Pat Baer's Anime Club. It's my ongoing video series where I like to talk about anime, and sometimes it's a deep dive into a particular show or subgenre, or, occasionally we talk about manga or light novels or stuff like that. But this video, in particular, is the thing I like to do every single season of anime, which is talk about shows that I recommend. This is 5 Spring 2025 anime recommendations for you. Not an exhaustive list, obviously, with just 5 shows. I mean, I'm watching like 9 weekly and a couple that I have plans to watch consistently and get caught up on. The 5 I'm recommending here are all new shows. I'm not talking about anything in its second or third season. There's just so much good anime out right now. And so in the comments below, you can leave me a comment there and let me know, what are you watching? Are you watching any of the shows that I'm talking about on this particular video? What do you got going on? What's up with you? Also, if you want to leave a comment of an idea of something you'd like to see me cover, I have a couple ideas for shows that are coming out in future videos here. I'm still waiting for a particular reveal in a particular anime to do my weirdest and worst plot reveals in anime, because there's one show that is like, I just want to talk about it, but I want it to actually happen in the anime. I'm going to do another weird manga, because I really enjoy that, and there's so much weird manga out there, but just like weird premises for manga. But if you have ideas for things you'd like to see me cover, let me know. And let's get into our first show that we're talking about here, which is Lazarus. This is Shinichiro Watanabe's bringing in the heat, a new series which you can watch dubbed Adult Swim, and it's on Japanese television. Someday I would like to watch the subtitled version of this, but I'm happy to watch the dub. Look, is this the best show of the season? No, but it might be one of the most ambitious. The vibe is just really good, and it's living on its vibes. The fight scenes, the music, the animation quality. It's an original, so we don't know quite where it's going, but I'm along for the ride. There's actually quite a few really strong originals this season, and Lazarus is certainly one of them. I haven't really fallen in love with any of the characters yet, but I'm expecting there to be some more. I'm definitely expecting like an episode to be like, here's a character we don't know too much about, and here's one of the reasons why they're awesome or tragic or both. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, you can find it like, hopefully you have a cable login and you can watch it on Adult Swim's website. You'll figure it out, or you got HBO Max and you can watch it there. This season I am watching shows on I think Netflix is the only streamer that I'm not watching an anime on, that I have a subscription to. I let that lapse. But yeah, it's a wide berth of anime this season, including Lazarus, as I said. All on vibes. The mystery is kind of interesting now, but, we're early on. This could be one that I was like, yeah, what could have been? But I don't know. I'm predicting this is going to be pretty killer. Joining that is a show that I know is killer, which is G-Quux. That's right. Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quux, or GQUUX. This is on Amazon Prime. Finally, having Amazon Prime for free shipping on things pays off, because now I can watch the Gundam series. A new Gundam series, young ladies, underground fighting. It's like a little G Gundam. It's a little Witch from Mercury. It's a lot an imagining of what would happen after the main series if the main series was made by the guy what brought you Evangelion. So we haven't seen Christianity stuff yet, but I'm just waiting for it. Looks brilliant. I'm engaged with the story immediately. I think that the mobile suit designs are growing on me. I still don't think I'm going to enjoy building the model kits, but while in motion, in animation, I think they're very sharp. But I don't know if I'm going to like building them in the future, because I don't have them right now. But yeah, it's a new Gundam series. I think if you came in on G-Witch, I think you've got a lot to really enjoy this. I don't think you need to know the original. I don't think you need to be like, oh, okay, like, oh, that's from the original. Okay, that's where they left off there. Like, nah, I think you can vibe your way through this one. But yeah, performances have been phenomenal. And yeah, I was saying a lot about vibes, but the vibes are very strong with this one. Let's change gears and talk about a show that is very, very different. This is not an action show. This is a romantic comedy, workplace sitcom, situation comedy called Catch Me at the Ballpark. And it is a look at some of the fans, but mostly some of the employees at a minor league baseball ballpark in Japan. So you're getting our main character is a beer girl. So she's making money off that, and that is a phenomenon. Idol culture has taken over so many avenues in Japan, including beer girls, for lack of a better word for that, because it's generally just girls. But vendors who go out there and flirt and have Instagram pages and social media followings, and people go to ballparks to see these, or they have their favorites. It's a whole thing, and it does talk about how sometimes people are awful, but it's not the focus of this. This is a romantic comedy sitcom thing. So we're going to see everything from the mascot to the old security guard who helped out a little girl and remembers that girl's parents, and like the baseball players. There's an American who is indeed voiced by a Japanese person doing an American accent, I guess, and speaking in English. This is clearly not their first language. There's a lot of fun to be had with it. And also we got our main character guy who's a sad guy who's trying to find some happiness and thinks maybe this baseball stadium will get it to him, and maybe this girl that kind of flirts with him, but is she flirting with him or is she flirting with him, kind of a thing. Will they, won't they, which I don't love. It's my least favorite part of the show. My favorite part is the mascot. I want more of the mascot. All of the characters around it who are intertwined with their stories. It's really fun. It is a very light show. If you are deep, if you're like getting caught up on Orb from last season, and you're watching like some of these like bittersweet shows that are out this season, none of which I am recommending, but they're out there and you can watch them. If you're just like, I don't know, the Apocalypse Hotel is like really heavy on my heart, and then there's this show about the girl who has a year left to live, so she's got to be like a better witch and help people, and it's like, if you just want to, like, I don't know, what's going on with this? What's up with this baseball player who's being teased by the announcer because she clearly has a crush on him, and then she says that she has a crush on him, and everyone's like, yeah, we know. Like, you should watch Catch Me at the Ballpark because it's really fun. Another show that could end up being a little bittersweet, but right now is just pretty fucking cool, is Rock is a Lady's Modesty, which I could not find a great photo of, but you can see the in-action here. So imagine it. Imagine that you've lived a life playing music inspired by your dad, and then your mom gets remarried into the upper crust of not nobility, but like political, well-to-do folks and connected folks. And you need to put the only thing you've ever really loved and been good at aside, which is playing guitar and playing rock music. And you got to go to this like school of like other well-to-do ladies, and you're not going to fit in there. You're not going to do well. You're going to do your best because you don't want to embarrass your mom, but like, that's about it. And then you meet a drummer. Start to meet other people, and are you forming a band? Are you gonna rock these ladies' worlds and show them that there's nothing unladylike about being good at a musical instrument and playing music from your soul, and the music that you play with people who, I don't know if you respect them, but you might also hate them totally, is going to be presented somewhat erotically, but mostly just viciously at like a cool shonen battle. That's Rock is a Lady's Modesty. I am not seeing enough chatter about this show. It's on High Dive. You should watch it. The music is really good. They're putting all their money into, I don't think they're doing rotoscoping, but they're putting the money into making the band look good, and the animation of the band look good, and it's inventive and delightful, and like I'm expecting more drama as it goes on, but I'm loving it. It is one of the biggest surprises for me this season. And there's a bunch of shows this season that have a lot of ladies in them. I would call this a music anime more than a girls doing things, but don't worry. If you like me have been missing the girls doing things subgenre out there, and you're like, Pat, is there anything you can recommend? You only got one recommendation left. Is there anything, like, if my favorite anime is Laid Back Camp, is there anything out there for me? And the answer is yeah. Mono just came out, and yes, it's behind some other shows, but it's out, and you might be able to tell from the colors that have been chosen in this art if you are a real weirdo like me, and you go, wait, did the creative team behind Laid Back Camp also made this show? And the answer is yes. It's girls doing things, and in this case, it's them trying to figure out the things to, like, where the commonality is between the things they like. It's the photography club and the movie club have to join forces to become a new club, the Cinephile Club, and they're going on adventures. They're finding locations. They're using equipment. They're solving very minor mysteries and having a great time while they're doing it. This is like one of the best, 2 episodes in, this is one of the best girls doing things shows in a long time. Yes, there's another one about eating food that's out there that's fun. There have been some good ones here and there, but I'm really enjoying this. I'd love it if you would check it out. It's on Crunchyroll. And it's just got good vibes, like just really good vibes to it. It's just cute as hell. Again, this season, I'm checking how long this video is. Oh, okay, good. Not too long. This season is just chock full of really fun shows. We'll go to this here. Really fun shows, maybe some heart-wrenching shows, some good dramas. I would say the comedy, the romantic comedy stuff is a little light. There are a few out there, but Catch Me at the Ballpark is kind of like my favorite of them. But if you like shonen, there's a bunch of shonen, there's a bunch of action stuff. Again, you've got another Girls Doing Things, which I've talked about pretty recently. That's also an isekai. Hey, this is a weird thing. I didn't recommend an isekai this season in this recommendation because my favorite is one that I've talked about a lot. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. Season 2 is out, and that's the one that I like the most of all of the isekai. It's light on isekai this season, but yeah, I don't have any isekai to recommend for you. That's the one I guess I would recommend because watch season 1, watch season 2. It's really fun, and the introduction of new character has not made me angry, which is always a plus. And that's going to do it for this episode of Pat Baer's Anime Club. If I felt rushed, it's because I'm recording this on a Saturday, and as soon as I sat down to record, there was 2 different people in the neighborhood immediately near me started running lawnmowers. And then I was like, I'll record later in the day. And then a thunderstorm came through that lasted like an hour. And I think it's over, but I was just like, I need to get this recorded because the thunder was so loud that it was getting picked up. It was beating out my limiters and my background audio remover. And I was like, well, I need to get this done. So my apologies if this felt rushed. I hope you check out one of these shows. If you're watching any of the ones I recommended, let me know in the comments below. If you have ideas for future videos, let me know that. If your favorite show was not listed on this because you're like, Pat, you didn't talk about Once Upon a Witch's Death, which I'm really loving, which I like, but is starting to hit me a little hard in the, I don't know if this is going to have a happy ending or not. Yeah, let me know. Or any number of shows that you're watching right now that you're like, Pat, why didn't you talk about this? Maybe I'm not watching it. Like I said, I'm watching a lot of stuff. But if the beginning after the end, or is it the end after the beginning? Whatever. If you're watching that manhwa turn anime, like, I'm behind on that one, so I didn't recommend it because I've only seen 1.5 episodes. But there's a lot out there. I want to hear from you. If you have ideas, again, for future videos, please let me know. I am I don't want to go back to the well too often, but I also don't have a bunch of ideas lined up. I've had the honor to be able to do a bunch of them. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great time out there. And if you want to recommend this to a friend, that would be rad. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.